Hey, so I wanted to get on here real quick just to kind of like give people a little bit of insight on how managing a business for yourself works when you fully work for yourself. So, to all my entrepreneurs out there, whatever it is that you're doing, you may feel like nothing you're doing is working. You may feel like I got Facebook, I'm posting on Facebook, ain't nobody seeing my stuff. I got Instagram, nobody is following me, nobody is seeing my stuff. I have all these different outside sources and nobody is following me. What we have to keep in mind is that we are fighting against the algorithm, and you have to have a list. On that list, ask yourself, do you post regularly? Do you post at least 2 to 3 times a day? Are you engaging and being a part of groups that are in your niche? So if you are a braider, it's always great to follow other braiders. Comment on their stuff. They comment on your stuff. Other people may see you comment and they'll be like, oh, that person know what they're talking about. Let me go on their page. They start looking through your pictures, saying that you dope as fuck, and then they start following you. So you have to be intentional with it. You can't just make a post and think that everybody gonna see it, love it, book it, and share it. It don't always work like that, especially in our humble beginnings. Even me recently, I started off on Craigslist in 2000. I started Craigslist in like 2007. And I was on Craigslist from 2007 all the way up to like, I'll say like 2011, 2012. And around that time, I started to get on Style Seat. After being on Style Seat for like 2 years, I started to get on Set more. Like I had bounced around grabbing clients from here, there. And when I got myself, to the point where I didn't need those outside sources, where I could rely on Facebook, I could rely on Instagram, I had let those go. But even me, I have even just recently got back on Style Seat. I just reactivated my old page just to get the type of clientele that I'm trying to get for what it is I'm trying to do. So everybody isn't built for working for themselves. 9 to 5 is just not me. I love what I do. I love working for myself. I don't mind putting that extra time into it. But it's not for everybody. Now, if you have tried absolutely everything, you've invested in your business by taking master courses, if that's what you want to do, taking like little webinars, there's even some free webinars. You've literally done everything you can. Have you thrown ads on Google for your services? Have you threw ads on Instagram, Facebook for your services? You have to really be intentional. The same way we get up and do anything else in our life, that's the same pressure that you need to apply for your business. It's not going to be easy. Even people that's been doing it for a long time, I've been doing it for a long time. And even for me, it's easier because I know how to navigate. But there's moments that I have my ups and downs with it too. It's just about keeping a good headspace, investing in your business, educating yourself on social media, the internet, algorithm. Those are all important things to help us with our businesses. So for instance, with me, this is my actual website where I say Army Dreams. I use Wix because I like Wix. I've been with them for a few years. So you see Facebook is connected, Instagram is connected, and reserving with Google. I'm reserved with Google and all these are connected. And I still have Style Seat. So now I have 4 different booking channels. Now to most people, they may lose their mind because they just want one place for people to come to book and see everything. However, when you are in your humble beginnings, it is very important that you keep an open mind because you have clients from everywhere. You may have clients that are on Google, but not on Instagram or Facebook. You may have clients that are on Facebook, but not on Instagram and not on Google. Then you have to keep things open for when people are on Google typing up, where can I go and get my hair braided, and you pop up on Google. You may not even pop up on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You really have to be intentional with this. Like working for yourself is hard, but it's easy, but it's hard. So when you think about a traditional 9 to 5 job, typically what end up happening is all the things that you was doing for your boss for 8 hours, being in front of a computer, doing all of this. You're doing it for him, but you want to do it for yourself. You understand? People think that entrepreneurship is just like an easy, quick buck, and it's not. If you're doing it for the money, it is something that you don't need to do because it's not quick. It's not simple as arriving and being done in an hour and that's it for the day. Like it doesn't do that. Sometimes I'm at work all day long and probably only got 1 or 2 people. It's very, very, very stressful if you don't have the right mindset. I'd rather work 8 hours for myself and know that what I'm doing is helping my business than for me to work 8 hours for somebody else, but that's just me. So you have to multitask a little bit. I don't rely on Instagram or just Facebook or just Google. I am all day, every day on my phone, researching stuff, doing stuff, figuring out what it is that I can do to make my business better, how to make my business grow. I know for me, like when I started tattooing in 2020, when I started my apprenticeship, I was told by my instructor, do not get in this for a quick buck. Don't get into it thinking you could just show up for 2, 3 hours, make $400, $500, $600, $700, $800, and then go about your business. Every day you have to work to get a new client. And then the clients that you do have, those are your leads. So if you got 5 clients, those are your leads. That's good leads. Even if you got just 5 and you rotating to 5, they contact their family and friends. You throw in a deal. Also, some advice is sometimes I feel that people stand on their prices a little too much. If you've been in the game for a minute and you got a lot of clientele and you really not looking for no new clients, you should be fine with your prices. But your prices may be the one thing that is stopping you from getting the bookings, because if your highest service is like 100, but most people on the street is used to paying 60, 70 for it, and you're not willing to go down $5 or $10 and you don't have no clients, then that might hinder you in some areas. Back to school is coming. Are you preparing for that? When the holidays come around, do you make posts and flyers about, oh, back to school is coming, get $10 off with this flyer, or bring a friend deal? Like, you got to get creative. If people don't know you or think that they know you because of that online presence, they aren't willing to book with you. And I know that's not fair. Trust me, I didn't think it was fair either when I started doing this shit. But it does make sense. You have to put yourself in the mind of a client. we're all clients to something, right? So I don't get my nails done, but let me just say nails. So if I go to the traditional spot to get our nails done and I'm paying $40 for a full set, and the fill is usually half of that, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not getting the full service, it's like 40, right? And then, you get a fill, probably 20, 25. If I go to Keisha and her nails are $100 and her fills are still $100, it's like, why are your fills costing the same as the initial price? That can deter a person from wanting to fuck with you. Your prices is your prices, yes. But a person in their mind logically don't understand, if I'm coming back for a service for you to do a touch-up, why am I paying the same full price? That would stop people from going to Keisha, and they're going to go to where they used to going. Or they're going to find, instead of going to Keisha, they might fucking go to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? That's like Keisha, but a little bit cheaper, a little bit more reasonable. The perks, like, what am I getting out of this? But then you got people that's like, oh, I'm standing on my prices. It's like, you can stand on your prices all day long. But if you don't have the clientele to back that notion up, you're not going to get more clients. That's not the right attitude to have. So when I do these videos, it's to help everybody that is out there that is struggling. I'm not trying to nitpick. I'm not trying to tell you how to run your business, but we can't complain about not having the clientele that we want if we're not pushing ourselves to the limit. You have to push yourself to the limit and doors will open up for you. If you have a closed fist, like my mama said, you got a closed fist, nothing's coming in and nothing is going out. You can't have a closed fist when you have a business. You got to get savvy. Those days that you ain't made no money, that should be motivating you to go out there and say, fuck this shit. I'm either going to go $10 down on my shit, or I'm going to throw an ad on my stuff. I'm going to go out here and be on feet, door to door. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no excuse for it. I try not to make excuses for myself, and I have every excuse that I could use in the world to not show up and show out for myself. I have a family. I have a life. All I do is work and go home. I don't even go out and do things for fun on the weekends. I'm very, very, very present in my business because of where I want it to be. I have time later on to do all the other stuff, the traveling, the having fun all the time and all that. No, I'm really building something. And me building this now is what's going to allow me to have that type of fun that I do want in my life someday. But right now, this is my focus. I want to be able to help other entrepreneurs like myself get on their shit, and that's really like the beginning of it. Like I said, man, you got to get online. You got to get on fucking line. You have to book people from different sources. I'm just recapping my video. You have to book people from different sources. They may not come just from Instagram. They may not just come from Facebook. They may not just come from Google. They're going to come, but you have to be intentional with it. And again, my videos is always made with intention and love, because I know that when I started out, I didn't have a lot of people that I could go to. Like I said, I went on Craigslist. I was on here. I was on there. I was just trying to see where I fit, where I was. And I know that where I'm at right now is inspiring to a lot of people, because I wanted this for a very, very long time. And I finally got it. And it wasn't easy getting there. And a lot of times you could get somewhere, but that's not going to keep you there. So the things that got me here, I have to keep doing. And that's what these videos are for, to help you guys, people that are serious about their business, people that are serious about being an entrepreneur. I make these videos for y'all because I know that there are a lot of people out there that are gatekeeping. There are a lot of people that are out there that are not giving you that knowledge, especially not for free in this day and age. You have to make sacrifices for your business. There's going to be moments you want to have fun. There's going to be moments that you want to go places and do stuff. But you have to keep in mind that you are an entrepreneur and that you have goals. Okay, when you become on the level that you're trying to reach, then you can have that freedom that you want. But until then, you have to work very, very hard for your place, for your spot, for your position, because there's always somebody out there that is trying to take your position in life. That's just life. That's the way it is. Everybody's in competition with everybody, but the only person you need to be in competition with is yourself. You have to make sure that you're doing everything in your power to keep your business afloat. Everybody got an excuse. We all got things in our life that can deter us away from the big picture. But then you got the doers, and then you got the people that don't do anything at all. If you remember when we were kids, we learned about the ant and the grasshopper story, where the ants worked all year long. The grasshopper wanted to play, and then when the winter came, the ants had food, they had shelter, and the grasshopper didn't have anything. So we can't be the grasshopper, okay? It's never going to get us anywhere. It'll get our foot in the door, but it won't keep us there. Keep that in mind, okay? Make sure that your business is thriving, and keep liking and sharing these videos, because they're definitely here to help you. So if you like this video, you can definitely click the like button. Since you're watching anyway, you can click share so that it can help somebody else that's struggling with their business. And let's just kind of like build a network so that we can get this shit done together.